First at 5, a birthday party turns deadly. 3 people are stabbed at the celebration. Rain and snow heading to Arizona. We look at the chances and preparations. Plus, we preview Holocaust Remembrance Day, 80 years since the liberation of Auschwitz. But we begin with a triple stabbing in West Phoenix. A man is behind bars tonight after the fight at a birthday party. 1 person was killed and 2 others hurt. Kenzie Beach joins us live with the latest tonight. Kenzie.
Yeah, Brian, this all happened here last night just before 10 p.m. I was able to speak to family members and neighbors here that are just absolutely devastated. I'm going to step out of the way. It all happened at this house here right behind me. There was a pool of blood, or what appears to be a pool of blood. Just about an hour ago, a hazmat team was here still cleaning up what appeared to be that pool of blood. Police just leaving this scene within the last 15 to 20 minutes. But after speaking to family, and police have confirmed that 29-year-old Jake Carbonell died here last night. His family telling me he was a father to 2 young daughters. Police say the man responsible for this triple stabbing is Hunter Strawbridge. Within the last hour, that hazmat team here cleaning up. When we got here, family members were taking balloons and birthday gifts out of the house. They tell me they were celebrating their 2-year-old niece's birthday last night. They tell me that when 3 people were stabbed, those 3 people were 2 brothers and their female cousin, that the female cousin arrived with her boyfriend when things turned chaotic. We spoke with one neighbor. He and his wife helped render aid to one of the victims.
When I heard the screaming, and I call it when the one girl said, it's been 7 minutes since we called, where's the ambulance, where's the ambulance? And that's when I knew something was really bad going on. Really very hectic and very emotional, I think, when it first started to happen and people were shouting and screaming. There was a lot of finger pointing and like he went that way, and somebody said, well, I don't know what he was driving.
You're looking now as 4 family members are standing over there. There's candles gathering there now. Family has been coming in and out of the home. They've asked us to respect their space at this time, as many of them are still learning that the 29-year-old father and son has passed away here last night. So we'll be out here as we continue to gather more information and hopefully speak with the family. Reporting live in West Phoenix, Kenzie Beach, Fox 10 News.
All right, Kenzie, thank you. Now to the weather and the chance for rain in the valley. We haven't seen measurable rain here since August 22nd, the second longest dry streak in state history.
Likely window to see rain in the Phoenix metro area will be sometime starting around 9 or 10 a.m. and persisting into the evening commute. We're not talking about heavy amounts, so maybe around 1/10 of an inch, a couple of tenths if we get some heavier showers in the vicinity. But anything's going to help at this point. And it's going to be a little bit hit or miss, so not everybody's going to see the rain. But like I said, it's been so long since we've seen rain in the valley, so this will be definitely a welcome sight for everyone.
All right, let's take a look at the Futurecast, see what's coming our way. Lots of weather over in California, and it's going to be coming this way over the next 12 to 24 hours, really blowing up over Prescott, Flagstaff, and Payson. You see that intense purple and then outlined by pink. That is snow and ice predicted to be our way, and then hopefully getting a few showers over Phoenix, but it looks like it might be spotty at best. We'll have your full forecast with the details coming up in a bit. Northern Arizona is preparing for that possible snow. 200 drivers are on standby tonight, along with 400 vehicles ready to go. Crews are already pre-treating some streets and roads, and when the snow starts to fall, they go where it goes.
We're preparing ahead of time and putting down de-icing treatments, and as I said, staging equipment and personnel where they need to be ahead of time. But, you know, as soon as the snow falls, we have to go where it's falling. So, you know, while we're not scrambling, this is all planned out. We do have to kind of see what Mother Nature throws our way and be ready to react quickly.
For the latest weather update, stick with Fox 10 on air, online, and on our Fox local app. An investigation is underway tonight after a man is hit and killed by a train. It happened this morning near Grand Avenue in Osborne. 28-year-old Jovian Pringle was killed. Police say he was lying on the tracks when he was hit, but no word why he was there. An immigration rights rally in the valley today as deportations ramp up. They call it the Immigration Rights Solidarity Rally, hosted by Arizona Jews for Justice. Organizers say that migrants are a key part of the community, and they want to show many Americans are in their corner.
We are in touch with partners and friends who are just full of fear right now that they are going to be deported, that they are going to be harassed, that the levels of xenophobia are through the roof, and that there's going to be lawlessness, that people are going to engage in vigilante justice against brown people. And we're here as Jews to stand in solidarity.